I never thought the worst betrayal of my life would happen inside my own home. My name is Ethan, and for most of my life, my mother was my hero. After my father died when I was 16, she raised me alone. She worked 2 jobs, paid my school fees, and always told me that no matter what happened, we would have each other. That was why I trusted her completely. And that was why what I saw that night destroyed me. My best friend Lucas had been part of my life since childhood. We grew up on the same street. We played football together, studied together, and even planned to start a small business after college. He was like a brother to me. My mother liked him too. She always said Lucas was polite, helpful, and respectful. He came over often for dinner. Sometimes he helped fix things around the house when I was busy. I never thought anything was strange. Until Lucas started visiting when I was not home. At first, I only noticed small things. My mother would mention that Lucas had stopped by to bring groceries. Then Lucas would say he had just been in the neighborhood. Sometimes I came home and found his car parked outside, but he would leave quickly when he saw me. I asked my mother about it once. She smiled and said, "He is just being kind. You should be happy your friend cares about us." I believed her. But then one Friday night, everything changed. I had told Lucas I was working late, but my shift ended early because the store had a power problem. I decided to go home, take a shower, and surprise my mother with dinner. When I reached the house, the lights were on. Lucas's car was parked outside. I felt confused. It was almost midnight. I opened the front door quietly. At first, I heard nothing. Then I heard laughter coming from the living room. My mother's laugh. And Lucas's voice. I walked closer. The living room door was slightly open. I looked inside. Lucas was sitting close to my mother on the couch. His hand was holding hers. My mother was crying. Lucas leaned toward her and kissed her. For a moment, I could not move. My mind refused to understand what I was seeing. Then my mother opened her eyes and saw me standing in the doorway. Her face went white. Lucas turned around. The room became completely silent. "Ethan," my mother whispered. I looked at Lucas, my best friend, the person I trusted more than anyone outside my family. Then I looked at my mother, the woman who taught me what loyalty meant. "What is this?" I asked. Neither of them answered. My mother stood up quickly. "Please let me explain." I laughed, but it didn't sound like me. "Explain what?" I said. "Explain why my best friend is kissing my mother in our house?" Lucas stepped forward. "It is not what you think." I looked at him in disbelief. "You're holding her hand. You kissed her. What else could it be?" My mother started crying. She said she had been lonely since my father died. She said Lucas had been helping her through difficult days. She said they talked for months and feelings slowly developed. I felt angry, confused, and betrayed all at once. "You could have told me," I said. She looked down. "I was afraid you would hate me." Then I turned to Lucas. "And you?" I asked. "You sat with me every week, listened to me talk about my mother, and never said a word." Lucas's eyes filled with tears. "I didn't want to hurt you. You already did." I walked out of the house that night. I did not answer calls. I ignored messages. For days, my mother called me crying. Lucas sent long apologies, saying he never planned for it to happen. But I could not understand how something could happen for months without becoming a choice. I stayed with my cousin. At night, I kept thinking about my father. I wondered if he would have been hurt. I wondered if he would have understood. I wondered whether my mother had been unhappy all those years, and I had never noticed. After 2 weeks, I agreed to meet my mother at a cafe. She looked tired, older. She held my hands and said, "I am still your mother. I will always love you." I wanted to forgive her immediately. But forgiveness is not the same as pretending nothing happened. I told her I needed time. I also told Lucas that our friendship was over. He said he understood. Months passed. My mother and Lucas stopped seeing each other. She told me she realized that hiding the relationship had damaged everything more than the relationship itself. I slowly began speaking to her again. Not every day, not like before, but little by little. I learned something difficult during that time. Adults can make choices that hurt the people they love. Parents can be lonely. Friends can disappoint you. And sometimes the people you trust most can become strangers in one moment. But I also learned that pain does not have to control your whole life. I did not forget what happened, but I stopped allowing it to define me. Because betrayal can break your heart, but it can also teach you who deserves a place in it.